how to get Keldeo and Deoxys in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Let's start off with Keldeo. For Keldeo, you need to have Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield and the Crown Tundra DLC, because in the Crown Tundra DLC, in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, you're able to catch Keldeo. After you catch Keldeo in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, you have to transfer it to Pokemon Home. Then you have to transfer it to Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Now let's do Deoxys. For Deoxys, you need to have Pokemon Omega Ruby or Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, because in those games, you're able to catch Deoxys. After you catch Deoxys in Pokemon Omega Ruby or Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, you have to transfer it to Pokemon Bank. Then you have to transfer it to Pokemon Home. Then you have to transfer it to Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. If you don't have Pokemon Omega Ruby and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, Pokemon Bank, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, or the Crown Tundra DLC for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, the only options you have is wait for an event for those Pokemon, wait for future Pokemon games that you're able to get Deoxys and Keldeo, and have them transferred into Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, or have someone trade them to you. And that is how to get Keldeo and Deoxys in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Here's a joke. How do you get a sleeping Pokemon to shit itself? Snorlaxatives.